Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Simply Lindsay P here, and as you can see by the title, y'all already know I went to Sephora and picked up the new Fenty Beauty Powder. So I'm not gonna talk too long. I know that's what y'all came here to see. Let's just get right into it. If you enjoyed the content, please go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button down below. But without further ado, let's talk about this powder. Here I picked up the new Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Powder Foundation. Packaging looks like this, standard Fenty Beauty packaging. I also picked up two of her Gloss Bomb creams. I picked up Cookie Jar and Honey Waffles. Now, let me tell you guys, I am not like one who is a powder foundation type of girl. So I'm really only doing this for one, y'all, and two, because it's Fenty Beauty. But I am really excited to try this out. So I like the compact. It looks like this. Super cute. A little bit of a different shape than her standard stuff, but I like it anyway. And by that I mean, like, this is her bronzer shape, and this is how this looks. I picked mine up in the shade 440. That's my shade in all her other foundations, so I stuck with that. Let's look at the powder in comparison. I have hopes. I think it'll be a pretty good match. It does come in the same original 50 shades as her first and second foundation, and I think that's phenomenal because when it comes to powder foundation, you don't see that very often. So if you are a powder foundation type of girl, you might want to check this out. I went ahead and did my eyes because the eyes aren't Fenty, so you know, they don't really matter for this video. I am going to try to keep everything as much Fenty Beauty as possible, but there are just some things that right now I don't have any Fenty Beauty in my collection, so you make do it what you got. All right, so let's start with primer, y'all. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Hangover RX Nourishing Primer, as well as the Too Faced Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. Because I do have combination skin, and you know, it is winter here in Chicago, I don't want to put the mattifying primer everywhere, but I want to give the foundation a fair shot. So I'm just going to do the nourishing primer all over my face. And Happy New Year, y'all. It is New Year's Eve as I'm filming this, so Happy New Year. I wish you all the best in 2021, boo. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take my the matte one from Too Faced, and we're just gonna put that I'm trying not to mess up my brows, my chin area, just right in here. So now that we're primed, when you're working with a powder foundation, you kind of want to work backwards, which I do anyway, even when I'm wearing liquid. But first, I know a lot of people go on with their primers and then their liquid foundations. Here, you want to go on with your primer, and then all the cream products that you're going to use, you want to use that first. So, of course, you guys know I am going to contour using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick. I use mine in the shade Espresso. We are busting out a brand new one for this video, so I'm just going to take that and warm that up on the back of my hand, like so, because that's how this product works best. And then I'm just going to take a foundation brush, pick up some of that product, and start to contour. And I'm just going to buff that into my skin. Ooh, okay, we'll fix it. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna just buff that out. I'm not gonna let this matchstick dries fast, so I'm not gonna let it sit really long. especially when we're going in with the powder foundation. Now, you really want to blend out these cream products underneath the foundation. When working with powder, when working with liquids, I normally will blend it out enough because I know once I go on top with the liquid, it's going to continue to blend further. But since we're working with a powder foundation today, you actually really want to go ahead and like blend for your life. Contour the lip. Hit that jawline. Blend that out. Now, taking my Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 440, I am going to color correct just a little bit. It's drying down. Let me go ahead and just read you some of the claims of the foundation. A light as air powder foundation that gives you light to full coverage, so you can build it up with a soft matte finish. The coverage is listed as medium though. The finish is matte. It's a pressed powder. And this powder delivers a non-cakey, blurred finish with no flashback. This is buildable, light to full coverage formula. Loves to be layered without settling into fine lines or clogging the look of pores. It's also sweat, humidity, and crease resistant. Plus has a chic, portable compact. So that's dried down enough. I'm just going to blend that out with my brush. Then to highlight, I'm going to take the shades 420 and 410, and we're just going to highlight as we normally would. So now I'm going to go on with my Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Cashew. And I'm just going to lightly set underneath my under eyes with that. For the star of the show, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do one side with a brush and one side with a sponge. The compact does come with this sponge underneath it, and I'll be using that today. I know when you use a powder puff with powder foundations, you tend to get a little bit more coverage. So let's go in with that first. Oh, it has two mirrors. So it has a mirror here and a mirror under. And we're just going to, wow, okay, I'm going to just press that into the skin. Well, it's definitely giving me coverage, I will say that. And I'm going to try to be careful where I place it because, you know, you don't want to go over completely all the concealer and stuff that you did. But I mean, so far, I'm impressed. It looks really good. And it didn't take that much for me to get this layer of coverage. I will say though, and this has nothing to do with the Fenty Beauty foundation in general, but powder foundations, oh, I'm going over to the other side, sorry y'all, tend to just sit on top of the skin. And I'm not too much a fan of that, but this does look really, really good. Okay guys, now for the side with the brush. You want to make sure you're taking a brush that has pretty dense bristles. So I'm going to be going in with this Morphe M439 brush. It's a pretty dense brush so that you could really pack on that powder. And let's see which side you like best, or I like best. So I'm just going to pick up a good amount and just pack that on. That looks nice. Okay, so immediately I feel like the side with the powder puff, this side gave me a lot more coverage, but I'm liking the way this side is blended. So you guys tell me down below in the comments which side you like more. This is the side with the brush and this is the side with the powder puff. Personally, I think I like the side with the brush more, just for blending purposes, but I like the coverage over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and even that out, build up the coverage a little bit more on this side. And even though I'm building, it does not seem cakey at all or anything, so I would say that claim is true. And then I'm going to take a sheer amount and just buff it in on both sides. All right y'all, this is everything even out. I'm really liking it on camera, and in person it looks really good. It is definitely, like with any powder foundation, your skin but better. But I am impressed with the coverage of this, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the Makeup Forever one comes close, but powder foundations usually don't give me this full coverage, and I'm really enjoying it. I do feel like there's powder on my face though, so what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and set. And then use my beauty blender to blend everything together. This is just the look with the powder. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and just let it speed through as I finish up the rest of my face. I'm going in with Fenty Beauty products. Everything will be listed down below, and we'll come back for our final thoughts. Where's my coconut bronzer? Oh, right here. My loves, this is the look so far with everything coming together. I think it looks really good. It's a very nice powder foundation. It does everything that it needs to do. I am just not a powder foundation girl, so it's not like giving me enough. But I mean, if you are a very less is more type of girl or woman, or if you're a very, I don't like too much heavy makeup, you would like this. For me, it's either all or nothing. I'm either like full beat, or I'm just going bare face. And this is giving me like a nice happy medium. And if that's what you're looking for, I think this is definitely it. But for me, it's just like, I like it, don't get me wrong, but it's just not giving me enough. I need to be full glam, and I think for this powder foundation, this is about as full glam as it's gonna get. So let's go ahead and try out the lip creams, and then we'll wrap my lips. I'm just gonna take my Nars Spunked lip liner. I picked up 2 shades. I told you guys I picked up Honey Waffles, which was initially the only shade I was going to pick up, but then I saw Cookie Jar in store and really liked it. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you all. This is Honey Waffles, which looks like a nice peachy nude. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's really pretty. So that's Honey Waffles. And then Cookie Jar appears to be a like brown terracotta shade. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. That's Cookie Jar. I can't decide, so I think we're gonna go on with both. So I'm gonna take Cookie Jar, and I'm going to keep it focused on the outer perimeter of my like, it's the perfect peach, the perfect everything, hands down. Love this. So yeah guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on the new Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation. Thank you guys so much for stopping by or checking in. Let me know if you've tried it down below in the comments, or if you tried out the new lip creams. What are your thoughts? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let's chat below. Everything that I used today to achieve this look will be listed down below in the comments, in the description bar if you're interested. But yeah guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. Smooches.